And I am live. Let's see. Let's do this on Instagram now. Okay. Okay. I am live. Hello. Hello. I'm in two places. I'm on YouTube here and I'm also on Instagram. Hi, everybody. Happy Saturday. I announced on my podcast that I was going live on this Saturday, 1 o'clock. So here I am. If you are not able to make it today, you can always catch the replay. Hello, those watching the replay. Hope it's beautiful there in the future. Everything is going lovely for you, I hope. I'm going to just talk a little bit today about a few topics that I had on my mind, and I'm hoping that you guys will enjoy this live. I hope you'll come back for future lives. Maybe we can do, I just titled it, just came to me, Single Women Saturday, and I thought it was cute. So I would like to do more of this if it goes well. I've actually gone live before and things have gone great. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Question is, can I get myself up and ready before it's time to go live? I literally have my French toast here. I'm drinking, this is water, and it has a nice shot of collagen, biotin. It's this product from Spoiled Child. If you guys don't know about Spoiled Child, check them out. Found them on IG, and they're absolutely wonderful. So this is good for hair, skin, nails, all that good stuff. So that's what I'm drinking here. But yeah, we're going to jump in. Single Women Saturdays. So I just wanted to go live with you guys. I wanted to talk about, really it started because I wanted to just build some community. I see you guys listening to the podcast. Thank you. If you don't know, I have a podcast. It's called Dear Single Women. And you can find it on anywhere you listen to podcasts, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. It's here on YouTube, right on this YouTube channel, Shanintra Says. I post clips on my IG, so you guys can check me out there. It's a Nubian_Nintra. You can check me out there. Where else? Amazon Music. I'm there as well. Sorry, I keep seeing this in the thing. It's kind of bugging me. How are you guys doing? There we go. I really love this filter on IG. It's so cute. There is no sun here. It's so cloudy. It's gloomy. It's cool. So I brought the sun today with my top. I decided to bring the sun because I need some sun. I hate being cold. So here we are. I brought the sun. Mentally, I'm on a beach in Jamaica, or I'm in Bonaire, or let's see, what other beautiful beach have I been on? Miami was cool. I'm in Miami right now. I need the sun. So I brought the sun to me. See, I brought the sun here. All right. So I had a few topics that came to my head today, and I was like, yeah, let's talk about it. Just some things that's going on in my life right now. I'm doing very well. I'm telling you guys, God is good. And God is good, and he blesses in ways you don't expect. So, and if you see me looking back and forth, again, I just have two setups going. God is good, and God blesses in ways you don't expect. So God has just been showing me lately that his ways are perfect and his ways are higher than my ways. And you don't always understand the plan. So you just got to trust the person who has made the plan, trust that they know what they're doing. And God is like showing me like how what he's doing actually has a purpose to it. When I think of like how many, we're talking single women. So when I think of like how many no's I've had, how many things haven't worked out in my favor, and then I get to the point where I am now in my life, and I'm just like, Thank you, God. Thank you. And I never thought I would get to the point where I'm just truly like grateful, but I am because um yeah, I don't want to be unhappy. And I would have been in some situations that would have made me unhappy. And it really is because I didn't know who I was. And so, like, God has given me significant time to get to know myself. And it's been such a blessing because the person I am now, like, the getting to know the real me, I should say, coming back to myself, that person would have like never vibed with those people. So you just got to be thankful when the answer is no for some things or not yet. Because now I'm in a place where I'm like, oh yeah, I want the guy that I want now is the guy that's like attracted to this person today, not the me of the past who really didn't know herself, but the me of today, that this is the person that I want the guy who's attracted to this person to come forward and be here. And he's coming. And we're going to talk about it. We're going to get into it. But things have been happening. Like, things have really been happening. And it seems surreal, but at the same time, I'm like, I read a tweet and it was like, you worked for this. You put in work. This wasn't just handed to you. So now when you do get to receive the blessings, like when the things do start coming, receive, accept, because you work for this. And so that's kind of where I am now, where I'm just like, yeah, I'm ready to receive. My faith is like so big. I can't even tell you guys. When it happens, I'll tell you. But my faith is like so big right now, and I'm super just excited because I'm like, God can do, and that's what the scriptures say. God can do exceedingly, abundantly, above and beyond anything you can ask or think. So if that is true, and it is true because it's God's word, then I'm only capped at my level of faith. If my faith is here, then this is all I can get. But if I believe here that God can do exceedingly abundantly above and beyond I can ask or think, my faith is up here, then the limit is up here. And I'm at a place now where that is where my faith is. And my cat always wants to eat when I go live. Or when I do my podcast. It's like he hears my voice, he comes over, he wants to start munching or something. So, yeah. Now, it's in his will, right? Like, my faith is strong, but it's in his will if he wants it. But I just know something really big is coming. And I look forward to telling you guys about it after it happens, right? Because I want to be a person who enjoys things authentically and not always feel the need to like share it with others, that this is not my moment that I've prayed and waited for. This is a moment for everybody. And it's like, I'm going to enjoy it for me and then share it with my audience, which I love. I love you guys. I see the views. I see the listens. I thank you guys for watching and listening. I thank you for supporting the podcast. I'm glad to see that you guys are blessed by what I've gone through and my lessons. I'm glad that they have been a help to someone out there. And I pray that you guys would just keep listening in and, come in, let's have community. Stop. This guy is weird. Yeah, so one of the things I want to talk about quickly is just self-care and having money for it. Like there's so many posts about ways you could do self-care that doesn't cost, and that's good. That there's definitely a purpose in that. There's a time for that, just taking a time to breathe, taking time to meditate, taking time to just still your mind. Those are all good self-care practices that cost $0. But I want to do some self-care that costs, okay? And I'm just like, how do you designate money for this purpose? because it always seemed like money could go towards something else. But I just see the real value in spending good money on your self-care and some unique self-cares, right? Not really a massage and all facial, and those things are good too. Stop. But even things like for me, and this is one of the things I want to talk about, money for self-care and unique self-care, because he's so distracting. Gray, stop. What was I saying? My self-care. Yeah. So as I've been growing and I'm on this journey of life, um, God has just been showing. I'm telling you, I just can't. I get like chills thinking about it. God has just been showing me so many things, and I have been like seeing unique little things that I like never would have seen before if I wasn't in this position right now. And it gives me chills. Like, wow, what else am I not seeing? What else will I eventually see when I get to that stage and I'm ready for that? Like, it's incredible. But I'm gonna stay present. I was just thinking about, God really showed me that I need to invest in some unique self-care for me. And I'm a person who likes adventure. I like doing stuff. So this is a good form of self-care for me. Things like honestly, I want to book a photographer who's like my personal photographer. Like we work one-on-one with each other. Or a photographer slash modeling coach, someone who has an eye as a person who is in photography, has been trained in photography. Shout out to Mr. Molina. I had the best photography teacher in high school. I don't care what nobody say. It was high school, but that dude was legit. Um, he just helped me develop my eye. And even now I take some like awesome pictures of others. And then I'm like, I don't get that back for me. Excuse me. What is your problem? There's nothing in there for you. So I don't know why you're doing all that. So my cat has this thing lately of jumping in the dryer or the washer because it's warm, I guess, and enclosed. So yeah, he has this thing of doing that now. And I'm just like, it's closed now. I realize what you want. I've closed it. You're not getting in. So it's just funny to see him try to scratch and claw to go in the bathroom. Anyway, but like, yeah, one of my unique self-cares is I want to get a photographer slash like modeling coach. And this is not to actually model, but it's a way to fill me up. If you listen to my podcast, you know you pretty much know me. I'm an empath. I've stopped saying introverted because I don't think that's mine. I think that was something that was put on me. And so maybe a recovering introvert. I'm an empath, which means I really take in energy very easily. I internalize energy very, very easily. I feel everything. And I'm working on creating distance between me and someone else's energy. Like, okay, that's not me. That is them. That's in their body. They're feeling that. That's not me. So empaths have to work at that. Like we are literal magnets. We feel everything. And in the same vein, just the way we feel everything, people are drawn to empathic energy. And it's one of the reasons why I've attracted some real parasites over the years. I've really attracted parasites and narcissists and in all regards, like jobs, personal friendships, romance, all of it. Like it's the empathic story. It's something we all go through. But being an empath is good. It's great. I don't want to make it sound bad. But the thing is that empath has to learn how to harness that energy that everybody's drawn to them. Everybody wants to feed off of their light. And the empath has to know who deserves it, who doesn't. and to what degree to give it. Like the empath has to reclaim their power, in other words. And one of the ways to that for me, this empath, one of the ways I'm realizing I need to do that is just to pour in, because my energy is always going. The natural inclination of my energy is to go out. What does that person think? How does that person feel? What is that person doing? Less of going in. So for me, the answer is to go in. And I've done some things over the years to do that, and it's really helped. Again, everything, it's something I'm telling myself. There's not this is not a zero sum game. What you did 2 years ago to help you harness your energy is the stepping stone to get you to this point where you're going to do the next thing that's going to harness that energy, bring the energy inward and less of outward, right? Less bleeding out, conserving. And so for me, that's self-care. When I come up with ways to conserve, that's self-care for me. So one of the things I'm going to do is I want to get a modeling coach. I want to get a personal photographer that we vibe. We understand each other. He understands what my goals are. And we kind of bounce off that. Because when I take pictures of myself versus when someone else takes pictures of me, it is like night and day. And I always used to say, like, oh, people always tell me I should model. And I had a whole experience yesterday where I'm like, yeah, we about to go for that again. Because now I'm in a place to realize what I need to do to get to that point. But I'm like, yeah, I want to go for that again. But I realized that there's a disconnect between when I take pictures of myself and someone else takes pictures of me. And it's because of that energy transference. I know someone's there. I know someone's behind the camera. I know someone's looking, and my energy goes outward. So I don't produce the same pictures that I do as when I take pictures of myself. And I don't know, maybe I can't put up an example now, but maybe in a future episode, I can put in some clips so I could show you. It's really like night and day. And so I realized yesterday, like, self-care for me is going to be to work with somebody to help me, particularly a photographer who has a good eye or a modeling coach to help me harness that energy and bring it back in. So that I can practice that even when someone else is there, I still only see me. I still am tapped into me and that same energy that gives those really good pictures, and not that it shifts entirely because someone else is there. So that's one of like my unique self-cares. And so I just would encourage you to like think of some unique self-cares. We always do the massage, the facial, the meditation, but like think of something unique for you. Something like me having my personal photographer is self-care for me because of what my particular goals are. So I'm like, wow, how much more can we broaden this idea of self-care than beyond the pre-approved things that everyone knows and everyone accepts as self-care? Like that's self-care for me. I'm trying to think of another one because another one that came up to me, I write them down in my journal. Oh, I don't know. I just heard some ringing in my ear. I write them down in my journal so that I don't forget, because I will forget. That'll just be one example I'll share with you guys for now as a unique self-care. So I want you to think of that for you. What is some unique self-care that you can incorporate in your life that will help you advance to your next stage, meet your goals? Maybe it's to get a nutritionist. Maybe it's to, I don't know. It depends on whatever your issue is. If you guys like, let me know, leave some comments below, let me know. And I can always like think of something unique because I'm a very creative person and I'm tapping into that creativity more. So let me know. Maybe I'll come up with some ideas for you that's like unique that will help you care for yourself. And last thing I wanted to talk about, because I got to eat, and clearly I have to pay some attention to my cat here because he's feeling very neglected and deprived. Can you give me a minute? Let's see. What was it? It was something else. Yeah, tailoring your self-care to fit you. Because because I have it here. I'm like, how did I not mention it? Can't you tell I have like a favorite color? One of my favorite colors. It's green and it's also like coral and pinkish corals and those kind of colors. Love it, love it, love it. All right, so this book, I wanted to talk to you guys about tapping into your dream space. I don't know about you, I have very vivid dreams. If I'm thinking about something, it most likely will show up in my dreams. Even if I'm not thinking about it, it'll show up in my dreams. But I just realized how powerful your dream space is so powerful. I don't even think we really know how powerful it actually is. And so I just wanted to encourage you guys to tap into your dream space. This is just a notebook. But what I'm running out of pages, so I'm definitely gonna need to get another book. But what I'm gonna do is what I've done before and what I'm gonna go back to, because now I'm having vivid dreams again. Write down your dreams. When you it could be a nap, it could be waking up in the morning. Write down your dreams because they're very, very powerful. Like, I am dreaming about things lately. I am seeing things that is just like really blowing my mind a little bit. It's a little scary. I had a dream yesterday about a family member. And then, like, when I woke up, it really became clear to me, like, yo, leave this person alone, okay? They're not doing nothing to you. They're not bothering you. Leave them alone. Don't think about them, comment on their stuff. Like, it's done, it's over. Leave them alone. And it became from my end. Like, the dream revealed to me, I need to leave them alone. Not as in they're doing something wrong and stay away from them, but no. It became clear to me, like, you in the dream were the bully. You were bothering them. You need to leave them alone. And that was powerful because I never felt like I was in the wrong about that situation. But it's like, well, maybe you weren't. But if you going forward and you still like doing stuff or still thinking about them or still talking about them in text, like, leave them alone. Leave them alone. And so they left alone because my dream space revealed that to me. And I got to write that down. Like, my book is in the room, but I get that from this book called Rest is Resistance. And she talks about like utilizing your dream space, that things will be revealed to you if you pay attention to what you're dreaming. Don't just wake up, jump up, go to the next thing. Like, she suggests keeping it book by your bedside to write it down. Write down your dreams that come up and just keep track of them. And I've had 3 very, very vivid dreams this week. And I probably wrote it in my journal, but I got to get a separate book that could be for my dreams because they're powerful. They are very powerful. I'm telling you. And this kind of goes to what I originally wanted to do this live for, and then I'm going to close. Because I felt like, in all honesty, and I'm honest. You listen to my podcast, you know stuff, and so I'm gonna keep it 100. Like, I feel like when you're single, there is like, I just feel like you're in like scrapping, fighting mode, and even if you're at peace, it's hard to like cultivate that loving, feminine, nurturing side of you when you are by yourself. It's tough. And I've seen myself similarly, like when I take a picture of myself versus when somebody else does it for me, how I see such a difference. I see a difference in me when I am talking to a guy and there's like butterflies and racing thoughts, and it's exciting and fun versus like when I'm just single and by myself. And I'm like, man, like, you feel giddy, you feel happy. And I'm like, I want to tap into that more. How do I tap into her when I'm not yet there in the relationship because I'm not willing to settle? Don't do that, ladies. Don't do that. As you saw, if you listen to my last episode, Say Yes If You Want To, you will settle for guys, and it's not people you actually want anyway. So it's not gonna bring out that joy, those butterflies, those giddy feelings. You're gonna feel like you are in a job that you hate. Like, okay, how much time till I can get off? And then at that point, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. So if you are settling just to have somebody, it's not worth it at that point. So don't do that. Don't do that. And so my thing is, if I'm not willing to settle, but I want the butterflies, I want the giddiness, how do I go about getting that? How do I cultivate that in my life? Because I deserve, and I always deserve, whether or not a guy has claimed me at the moment or not, I deserve. And so how do I still tap into those things that I deserve? And one of the answers, well, this was supposed to be a group assignment, but since no one logged on, one of my answers for that will be dream space. Dream space, okay? Because I had some dreams, and tell you, like, I don't know about you, but my dreams are like, they feel real. They feel vivid. I woke up and I was just like, oh, I was so happy. I had those giddy butterfly feelings because I was interacting with this guy in my dreams. We were in a school building or something, but yeah, it was just like, look, even now as I think about it, those feelings come back up. And so I'm filling myself with that dopamine and those good hormones just from a dream that I had. And so I'm like, man, until it becomes reality, I'm going to keep dreaming about that. I'm going to keep seeing it in my dreams. I'm going to keep feeling it as if it's already here, so that when it arrives, I'm not just happy to be here. And you know what I mean by that if you've listened to my podcast. I'm not just happy to be here, but I'm fully present, fully engaging, fully enjoying this moment because I've already seen it. I've already felt it. I already knew it was coming. I already knew I deserved. And so that's one solution I can think of to that. Tap into that dream space. And if you're not dreaming, you can like close your eyes, sit on your couch, close your eyes, and just kind of take yourself there. As my therapist used to say, go to your happy place. And I always used to visualize the beach because that's my happy place. The beach, warm weather, not bulky clothes, just like this. But I'm gonna add on to that because my happy place is there as well. When I tell you, what was that? That was yesterday. I woke up and I was smiling. And I was like, what an experience. Like, that was quite an experience. And I'm like, I want more of that. So even if you're not physically dreaming, close your eyes, take time, think about those things, and just go to your happy place. Like, for whatever that is for you, if you're a person like me that is a hopeless romantic and loves love, then tap into that as you are sitting there and just dreaming. Like, allow yourself to feel and experience those emotions even before they arrive because you deserve it. Why do you gotta deprive yourself? Because these dudes nowadays they built different. Like, they built different. I don't know what else to say. I'm seeing it all over social media. They built different. Something happened between a millennial. I say our parents could be like boomer, Gen X generation, depending on where you are in the millennial track. I think millennial could go as young as like what, 27, 28, something like that, to like 42, I think. So that's a kind of it's a range. So like your parent could be Gen X, your parent could be boomer. My parents boomer, but like, oh, is she Gen X? I looked this up, but I can't remember. I think they're right on the cusp. I think Gen X starts like 1969 or something. So my parents are technically boomer, but they were at the end. But like, yeah, anyway, there is a disconnect because I'm thinking about these things because I've been trying to figure it out. Like, what happened? Okay, you get to my generation, and where are the good guys? Why are they built like this? Something happened, and it wasn't tech, because I was the last generation who grew up without tech. So I don't know what the disconnect is, but they're built different. And my thing is, why should you have to suffer just because these guys ain't made the same the way they used to be. They not doing what they used to do. They don't recognize the value of a feminine woman nowadays. They don't. But I don't know why that means we can't enjoy the good things that come along with being a feminine woman. And one of them is to just be in that giddy, girly, light emotionally. Like when you are bogged down and heavy, that is inherently masculine. I feel like I'm about to start teaching you. You know, I'm a teacher at heart. I said I was done, but it's inherently masculine energy you are um, when you're weighed down, when you're heavy. That is something God placed on men literally in the beginning of time. It was their curse. You are going to work. You're going to feel heavy. You're going to feel weighted down because of your sins. And that's just that is inherently masculine. Women are not designed that way. Our shoulders are not capable of handling that heavy, not just labor, but energy, right? Anger and rough and tumble, like, and stress. We're not built that way. And so I like to cultivate what does come natural to me as a feminine woman. Light, airy, giddy, girly, laughing, smiling. And I'm like, I gotta wait for a guy to make me feel that way to get that? No. Because then at the end of the day, as I'm waiting, I'm still a feminine woman and I still don't want to feel heavy. So what can we do about that? I'm always solution oriented. What can I do about that? I could dream. I can go to my happy place and I can cultivate those feelings, because your body don't reckon. Like, that's the cool thing about the brain. You could physically be in one place, but your brain could take you somewhere entirely different. And with that, you could feel entirely different emotions. So the brain is like really, really cool. And I just want to encourage you guys, use it, tap into it. We don't tap into our what our mind is capable of enough. And so I just want to encourage you to use it. Tap into your dream space, write them down, visualize yourself being where you want to be. And that was something I was talking about on my last episode from this book. Hi, Tamara. Shout out to Tamara Mori. Get vulnerable, visualize where it is you want to be, what you actually want, make it happen. It will happen as you continue to put yourself there. I'm living witness, y'all. I'm living witness. Can I tell you? 3 times yesterday, and then I will end with this. But this was just one of the things I was like, yo, things are happening. Like, things are really happening. 3 times yesterday. I pay attention when I interact with men, right? I pay attention to what they're giving, what they're putting out, even, and it could be completely platonic. I'm not saying it has to be like anything like that, but I pay attention to how I interact with men, because men are primal. They can mask, they can be fake as well. Don't get me wrong, but like, men are less conniving and cunning than women. And I was gonna go off on a tangent, but I'll stay on track. Men tend to be less conniving and cunning than women. Like, you ever seen somebody be like, "Oh, that's so female." Like, that's so, when a guy hang up the phone on you, or a guy like is going back and forth with you. You're like, that's so female. Like, women tend to be more of like the cunning, the catty, but men, they tend to be more primal, more authentic, like, especially if they're dealing with a woman. I study that. I study how men interact with me, how they perceive me, what they do with their face, their body language. I pay attention. And I kid you not, 3 times yesterday. And so I was like, yo, you've really made it. The years of hard work, like, you've really, really made it. 3 times yesterday, 3 different encounters, 3 different men. completely random environments. And it was like they were drawn to me. And I didn't even look like this. My hair was rolled up because I was getting ready for the gala. My hair was rolled up. Um, it was the one of the guys who came to check something in the house, not the maintenance worker, but the other guy he was with. I guess they contract him. It was so random too, because I was just like, "Are you guys coming back for a third time?" Because they couldn't do what they needed to do, and he was like, he had said something, but it was just the energy. It was that. It was the guy who helped me in the dressing room with my dress when I went to the gala yesterday. His name was Brandon, and he was a worker at Nordstrom. Nice suit, had on a suit with some Jordans, and he was just like, I could just see the face. It shifted. It was like from I'm talking to this random person to like, who's this? Who's that? And as an empath, which I thank God for, because I pick up on them teeny tiny things. I see it. It was a shift. And it was just like, he was like, well, I'll help you. Anything you need. I'm Brandon, blah, blah, blah. But it was such a shift from this is another customer to like, who's this? Like, who's this? Um, that came from pouring in. That came. I said this before, if not, I believe on one of my episodes, but you can really check where you are by engaging with random men and see how they relate to you. Because like I said, they're more primal, instinctual. They're, especially if they're talking to a woman, it's going to come off real. And then they'll try, if anything, they'll try to hide later, but it comes off authentic initially. And if you're paying attention and you're looking for it, you'll see what it is. And it was just like confirmation after confirmation after confirmation. I was like, yep. It's the transformation is complete and continues to go above and beyond. And I'm on the next level of my transformation. And it was just beautiful to witness the way those guys related to me. And that's because of the work. The inside informs the outside, right? You watering inside, and then it's apparent on the outside. And random people are like gravitating towards me, and random men you're seeing it, and it's so lovely to watch. It's so lovely to watch. Like I wish time had a recorder and I could just go rewind and experience that again. But don't worry, I'm getting more. I know I'm getting more because it's authentic. It's natural. It's what comes out of me. And so I'm super grateful. I'm super grateful to be here. I'm happy to be here. I can't ask for anything better. Like, last thing I'll encourage you with is to stay the course. If I had gave up back in 2021 when things were so hurtful and I was like just getting disrespected left and right, getting hurt, I would have never got to see this part mid 2024. Like, stay the course. Don't give up. Just don't give up. Stay the course. It's worth it. Thank you for the hearts. It's worth it. And when you see yourself come on the other side, it's a beautiful thing. It's like, oh, I just love it here. I love it here. And I can't wait to see what's going to happen tomorrow and the next day and the next day and in my future. Like, I love it here. And I'm so grateful to God for keeping me and helping me get to this point. So if it's one thing you would take away some encouragement. Okay. If you're in your desert place and you feel like there's never an end, there's an end. And there's an end before there's an end, right? Meaning before you come out of that desert and before you're still going to see the changes along the way. There's an end. Yeah, absolutely. There's an end. And I agree. Have faith in his plans. Trust him. He's faithful. He'll never let you down. And I'm grateful I'm not going on this journey of life by myself. I'm grateful that I'm doing it with my Lord and Savior who lives inside of me. I'm grateful that I'm doing it with God right beside me. I'm grateful that he's showing me and growing me. And And this is why he's doing it, because I'm here and I'm giving the glory back to him. This is not me. This is about him. And so I'm just grateful to be on this journey. I'm grateful that I get to be a recipient of his favor. And I want more. I wrote that in my journal, Lord. I want more favor. I want bigger and beyond. I want more. I want to be like, yep, this was all him and only him. And I'll always say that regardless of whether I get more or not. But I'm just in a place of light and love. And I guess I'm coming full circle. I started this because I wanted to know, how do you cultivate light and love and laughter and romance and all that stuff if you're still single? And I guess the answer is it's inside of you. You have the light and the love and all of that inside of you. So romance your own life. And as you romance your own life through, living it out, and just your, the things going through your mind, your visions, your dream space, as you continue to live out the good will actually start to materialize on the outside, because it already was inside of you. And so you're not getting anything that you don't already actually have. And I hope that helped someone. That certainly helped me. I just want to keep going because, like I said, it's just such great moments that I'm thankful for, and I want more of it. And then when the time comes and the right guy comes, the guy who can handle that mandate, then I will get what I need on the outside as well. But right now, all the love, all the joy, all the happiness, all the good stuff is right here in me. And when God says it's time, I'll get it on the outside of me too. Wherever he is, it'll be good. It'll be good when the time does come. It'll be good to meet him and good to experience it in externally, outside of myself. But right now I'm experiencing it internally. And I think that's a good thing, right? Your life matters, even if you are a single woman and you don't reach the pinnacle. Like your life still matters. And so it's important to romance your life and treat your life like it matters now and not like it just matters once you get a husband. Because if your life doesn't matter to you when it's just you, it's not going to matter to you when you get married, and then it's about everybody else. So make sure your life matters for you, so that when your husband does come and your children do come, that you can actually enjoy it, because you're showing up as a full human being, and you can enjoy it in those moments, just like you enjoyed it when it was just you by yourself. So I hope that helps someone. I enjoyed going live. This was fun. I'm gonna have to make some clips and put them on social media, because I was dropping some gems in this one. I was dropping some gems. If you allow me to say so myself, I was dropping some gems. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you. I'm going to end the live stream. I will see you guys Monday on the Dear Single Women's podcast. Mondays around 3 p.m., 4 p.m. Check me out. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music. Find my podcast. Check me out. Follow, share, subscribe. Tell a friend. Thank you, ladies. I'll see you next time.